Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be doing my entire skincare routine, both AM and PM. So basically my evening routine and my morning routine. Now, based off of the title of this video, you'll notice that I stated that I'm doing a week in my skincare. Different nights of the week require different skincare steps for me. So we are going to start off with exfoliation night, which is the first step in my skincare routine. That is always the night that begins all the other skincare routines. So let's get into this. Okay, so I am currently wearing a full face of makeup minus the lashes. And when I'm wearing a full face of makeup, I like to go in with my oil cleanser. This is the gentle cleansing oil from Sulwhasoo. I'm going to do 2 pumps, which is about enough. And I just go in and rub it all over. I probably should have taken off my earrings before this, but it's okay. See how well it is melting away every single ounce of makeup I had on. And I massage this thoroughly into the skin. And I go into my problem areas, places that you might typically forget, like your hairline and your jawline. And I really take it into my nose because I am prone to what are they called? Comedons, whatever they're called. I'm prone to them on my nose and around my chin area. Okay, so after massaging that in for a little bit, I am going to add a little more water to emulsify it. So let me get some water. Now to rinse this off. Okay, that is rinsed off. So that is not my final cleanse. I double cleanse even on nights when I'm not wearing makeup. Regardless, I still double cleanse. So because tonight is an exfoliation night, I am going in with my second cleanser, which is the Salicylic acid smoothing cleanser from Cerave, and I take about that much. Just realized that I did not tell you what my skin type is. So I have combination sensitive skin that is also malassezia prone. So I'm very specific about the products that I apply on my face because I do not want them feeding the malassezia, which a lot of products on the market right now do. So I did my research. There's this website called Cosrx that helps me check every single product I might want to purchase to make sure that it wouldn't feed my malassezia. I'll link it in my description box. Okay, let's rinse. Okay, my face is thoroughly cleansed and I'm looking a little ashy, but I'm going to rectify that in just a minute. So let's go into the next step. I start by misting my face because for a couple of my products, it's great to apply them on damp skin. That makes it absorb even easier. So for my mist, I am going in with the thermal spring water from Avene. It is just water in a fancy packaging. You could use any other type of water to mist your face. You could use rose water, which I would recommend, but I have this one, so it's what I use. My actual cleanser, I go in with the BHA Blackhead Power Liquid from Cosrx. This has been, I take about 3 pumps for my face. This has been I was about to say cleanser, Olivia. So this has been my chemical exfoliant for years. I have stuck to it. Don't worry about the white. It kind of does that sometimes when I combine skincare products. So this has been my chemical exfoliant for ages. I have been using this since 2019 and it is so good for the skin, especially back when I didn't know I had malassezia. It used to actually help. Okay, I am going to let my exfoliant sit on my face for a few minutes just so that it has a little more time to absorb into my skin before I go in with the rest of my skincare. So up next, I'm going in with the Ordinary's Niacinamide. I use the 10% solution. And here's the thing, not all chemical exfoliants can be combined with niacinamide, but this one can, and they work so well together. Using my face again. If you see me looking over the camera, that's because I'm looking into the mirror so that I can see what I'm doing. Up next, I am going in with the Advanced Snail Mucin from Cosrx, just because I'm exfoliating, so I need to make sure my skin is as moisturized as can be. I go in with 3 little pumps just for my face. Finally, after all those steps, we come into our final step. I am going in with my moisturizer. This is the Epimax Plus Cream Moisturizer. It's an emollient moisturizer, which I absolutely adore, because my skin can get feisty, okay? There are moments where she doesn't want to behave herself, especially when she is feeling dry. So giving her a nice thick moisturizer tends to keep her happy. Okay, now that I'm done with the rest of my face, I can go in with my lip oil. This is the lip oil from Fenty Skin, and it's in the shade Cherry Treat. That is my skincare routine on exfoliation night, so I'll see you guys in retinol night. So tretinoin night. So tretinoin comes right after exfoliation, not in the same routine, 2 separate days, but tretinoin comes right after exfoliation when my skin has been nicely exfoliated and made bare, and it is the perfect ground for tretinoin to absorb. So for the first step of tonight's cleansing, I am going in with micellar water because I am not wearing a full face of makeup. I am just wearing some tinted moisturizer, which I made myself because it is hell trying to get a tinted moisturizer for my skin tone. But yeah, just some micellar water on a cotton pad, and I'm just going to go over my entire face with that. Tretinoin night, I do not go in with the salicylic acid cleanser because that combination with tretinoin is going to have you messed up. Okay, so I go in with the simple refreshing facial wash. It is a gel cleanser. Okay, for my tretinoin, I go in with this one. I actually have to, let me show you the other one. This is the tretinoin that I have been using for the past year, and I tried to get another one of this, but they were out, so now I'm on this one. The other one is a 0.025% solution, and this one is a 0.5% solution. So it has taken me a whole year to go up on my tretinoin prescription. It's not a prescription. I didn't need to go to a dermatologist for this one. We can just pick it up in a pharmacy in your country. I don't know which country you're in, but if you're in Kenya, then you can just pick it up in any pharmacy. Most pharmacies carry tretinoin. So I am going in with a pea-sized amount for my entire face. I see online that a lot of people had trouble dealing with tretinoin, but for me, I did start with tretinoin. I started with a retinol. I was using the retinol from Sandy Riley for about 6 months before I moved on to tretinoin, and I did purge on the Sandy Riley retinol, and I haven't purged on tretinoin either. It has been a good experience, but I think it's because I took my time with the progression of how much I was using and how often I was using it. I did not, to this day, I did not use tretinoin every single day. I used it twice a week max. So it has been working amazing for my skin. Tretinoin is absorbed. I'm going back in with the ordinary niacinamide. Niacinamide and tretinoin are a match made in heaven. So if you weren't already using them in your routine, then I would advise combining them. Mist. Did I mention this? Make sure to apply your tretinoin on dry skin, okay? And give it a moment to absorb before you go in with anything else. Once the niacinamide is absorbed, I go back in with my Snail Mucin. You will realize that I use the same products most nights. I typically just switch out one product, and I keep my routine quite simple. And then back in with my thick moisturizer. For some people, if you're beginning on tretinoin or retinol, I would advise the sandwich method, which is when you apply a moisturizer first, then you go in with the tretinoin, then you apply another moisturizer. But I have been using tretinoin long enough that my skin can handle me not sandwiching. My lip oil once again, and here's the thing with this lip oil, it's a really good lip oil, don't get me wrong, but it is a little pricey if you're trying to purchase it in an African country. So if you can't get this, then Vaseline, you can use like the tub, but also the little moisturizing lip balms that they carry, so good as well. I actually have a couple, but I could only find my Fenty, so it's the Fenty I'm using. Okay, so that was my tretinoin routine, and I will see you guys in the next routine. Again, it is repair night. So after all the exfoliation and after all the tretinoin, I need to repair my skin, okay? Give her something so that she's not working too hard, okay? Double cleanse even on nights that I'm not wearing any makeup, simply because I have moisturizer on, I have all my morning skincare products on, I have sunscreen on, and I use a heavy, thick sunscreen. So, and I reapply my sunscreen on days when I'm not wearing makeup, on days when I'm wearing makeup. But on days when I'm not wearing any makeup, I reapply my sunscreen throughout the day, because I live in a country where temperatures go up to 45, 46 degrees. I live in South Sudan. It is hot as all hell in South Sudan. So I need to be reapplying my sunscreen because that sun is not going to get me. For my second cleanse, I go back in with the simple cleanser. Again, like I mentioned, this is a repair night, so I want to be as gentle on my skin as possible. So up next in this repair night routine is my Topicals brightening and clearing serum. This is so good for hyperpigmentation, especially now. I got a breakout, a hormonal breakout, like 2 weeks ago. And I have a couple of dark spots in the areas that I broke out. And also I have a little hyperpigmentation around my mouth and just a little around my nose and also my eyes. So I go all over with this. Back again, I know I'm using the Snail mucin a lot, but it's really good. And it's also really good for repair nights, because Snail mucin, how do I explain this? I am not a skincare expert, but Snail mucin is very repairing and also very moisturizing. Mist. I haven't been showing you this, but every single thing I do to my face, I do to my neck and to my ears, and sometimes I'll even bring it down to my clavicle. And then my moisturizer. And that is it for repair night. Again, like I mentioned, it's repair night, so I don't want to do too much to my skin, which is why I've only used three products on my face. But yeah, that is repair night, and right after repair night I go back into exfoliation. So it's exfoliation, tretinoin, repair, rinse and repeat. Good morning. So we are finally at my morning routine. Now in the morning I do not wash my face, I simply rinse it off with water. Again, like I mentioned, combination sensitive skin. I'm not going to double cleanse in the morning as well. So in the morning I just splash my face with water and then I go in with my morning skincare. Okay, since it's morning, I try to keep my routine as light as possible. So I am going in with the Good Molecules Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I don't know what it is about the droppers from Good Molecules, but they do not work as well as other droppers that I have used. And then I go in with my niacinamide once again in the morning. And don't worry about me putting my droppers to my skin. I have been doing it for so long. This whole thing of not putting droppers on your skin, it is so much work. Moisturizer is next. My sunscreen is the final step in my skincare routine in the morning. I use the Biodarma Photoderm Light Ultra sunscreen. And this is one of few sunscreens that I have used that doesn't maintain the white cast, okay? The white cast disappears in a few minutes and it leaves my skin so glowy. That is it. Thank you so much for joining me through my skincare routine. I know it is not a lot of products, it is not that extravagant, but it works for me and it's a routine that I have been maintaining for so long. And I hope you learned something or you at least enjoyed the video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.